Chapter 5. Sora and his new companions, who we now recognize as Donald the Duck and Goofy the Pooch, have finally finished regaling us with their tale, and we now find ourselves back in the present. Sora, after listening to this whole story, is bored out of his mind. What a snooze fest. There wasn't even any killing in that story, only thoughts about killing, which obviously is not the same thing. Donald and Goofy are quite surprised at Sora's cold reaction to their emotional, heartfelt tale, and they realize that this kid is even more badass than they had previously anticipated. So now that introductions are no longer necessary, Donald and Goofy get right down to the nitty-gritty. Have you seen our king? But Sora is just as clueless as anybody. He's never seen a Mouse King before. He just woke up in a dumpster like 20 minutes ago. How's he supposed to know anything? When Donald and Goofy hear this news, their faces become a battleship of sadness. If Sora doesn't know where the king is, then who does? Sora feels sympathetic towards these mournful fellows, and he assures them that their pain is not unshared by him. For Sora, too, has lost someone. His two friends, Riku and Carrie, got separated from him when their home was destroyed by the Heartless. Now they're God knows where, probably crying and peeing in their pants. It is a sad day for everyone, ladies and gentlemen, and in their grief, these three heroes share a bond that cannot be broken by anything, not even a hammer. As the emotional episode comes to a close, a familiar figure enters the scene. It is none other than good old Lion Face. It appears that he has managed to avoid being murdered by hiding in a nearby garbage can. Very clever, Mr. Lion Face. Very clever indeed. The elf face strolls right up to the party and gives a sly wink. Because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? As luck would have it, Lion Face knows what happened to Donald and Goofy's king. Hooray! Hooray for Lion Face's convenient existence. So now, listen up and let me tell you what happened. The king came to Transverse Town not too long ago. He was inquiring about a man by the name of Ansem. Ansem, you see, was a brilliant doctor who had been studying the heart and its many functionalities. He knew about hearts and the heartless more than anyone else in the entire galaxy. The man was a total genius. Tragically, though, he failed to repay his research loans in a timely manner and was whacked by the mob several years ago. Before he died, however, Ansem did manage to write an extensive medical paper about the heartless and the true nature of hearts. It is quite likely that King Mickey left to search for this report. Ansem, huh? Donald and Goofy stroke their chins in acknowledgement. So if we find this report, we'll find the king along with it. Lion Face confirms that this is true, but there's more to the story than that. There was something else that Mickey wanted to find. The key to everything. The last puzzle piece of destiny in the giant jigsaw of fate. Lion Face turns to Sora with a face like a burning angel. He stares deeply into the boy's soul. Sora of the Hearts Clan, you are none other than the Chosen One, the man who will bring peace to the universe and the true heir to the ancient kingdom of the gods. This is your destiny, Sora. The words fly from Lion Face's lips, and crash into Sora's ears like a Japanese kamikaze pilot. The Chosen One, savior of the universe. Sora has never been told this information before, but somehow he already knows it. Deep down, he's always known. This is who he is, who he's always meant to be. Lionface places a hand on Sora's shoulder in a most fatherly gesture. Sora, go with Donald and Goofy. Find their king and your friends. They're out there somewhere. You can find them if you stick together. Also, you should probably try to save the world along the way, if you can. Sora, Donald, and Goofy then turn to face each other. The three legendary warriors stare each other down. They can feel that this is a meeting that will certainly go down in the history books. There is enough power between the three of them to unmake and remake the world 10 times over. They are like wandering gods who have finally discovered their purpose. And without needing to speak a word, the three of them forge an alliance. An ungodly pact that would rattle the universe to its very core. They are now a holy trinity. A trinity that makes the one you read about in the Bible seem like a troop of Boy Scouts. Sora, Donald, and Goofy are now an unstoppable team, and they're ready to kick some evil asses on the double. Now, with the team assembled and the plan all figured out, our heroes are finally ready to depart on their adventure. And on this trip, they're flying in style. Now, it's not very easy to travel between worlds, given the fact that space is a cold, deadly, unforgiving vacuum of darkness. But fret not, my friends, for Donald and the Goofster have solutions to all of life's complications. In order to traverse the many planets that inhabit the cosmos, Donald and Goofy utilize a most magnificent vessel, a spaceship constructed out of special candy blocks. They call it the Chocolate Chip Rocket Ship, or just the Candy Ship for short. Sora admires the craftsmanship of this vehicle, but he assures Donald and Goofy that a wooden raft would have accomplished the same task just as well. At this point, they are beginning to suspect that Sora might have some sort of disability. Nevertheless, our plucky heroes scramble into the candy ship with spirits high and happiness points maxed out to the highest level. With a blast of nitrogen and a lingering stench of ozone, the ship bursts through Transverse's atmosphere, propelling our band of badass super soldiers onto the first steps of the most important journey they've ever taken. A journey of both light and darkness, of laughter and of tears. A voyage that will take us through the mind of a deranged child god as he traverses the chaotic, ever-shifting universe where the only thing certain is that nothing is certain. Buckle your bootstraps, boys and girls, because this ride is about to get bumpy. Hearts, keys, and everything in between. You better keep track because the encyclopedia's a grasshopper. Welcome, one and all, to the story of Kingdom fucking Hearts.